मैं बहुत दिनों से इंतजार कर रहा था चीन यात्रा की। मुझे विश्वास है कि चीन की मेरी ये यात्रा भारत और चीन के संबंधों को ही आगे बढ़ाएगी ऐसा नहीं, लेकिन पूरे एशिया को और दुनिया के सभी डेवलपिंग कंट्रीज के लिए एक नया सीमा चिन्ह बनेगा।
India, you're watching our special broadcast Namaste China from the country that the world watches very closely. And Chinese President Xi Jinping is literally rolling out the red carpet for Prime Minister Narendra Modi. This in reciprocity of the gestures extended to Mr. Jinping when he visited India last year, and Mr. Modi received him personally in his home state of Gujarat. Sparkling clean roads, high rises, industrial parks. Welcome to Xi'an, the place that boasts of a rich historical legacy. It was Xi'an that emperors of 13 Chinese dynasties chose as their political, cultural and economic center. Each dynasty added their own touch to this ancient capital of imperial China. This is where, departing from protocol, the ultimate power authority of China will for the first time receive a foreign dignitary, the Prime Minister of India, Narendra Modi.
His first stop was the Terracotta Warriors Museum in Xi Jinping's hometown of Xi'an. Beginning the cultural tour of the city, the Prime Minister spent an hour going around the museum, curiously observing the large collection of sculptures depicting the armies of China's first emperor.
This is pit number 2. It hasn't been fully excavated. Some parts of it have been excavated. The others have been preserved to give people a sense of what this terrain looked like before these excavations began. I'm joined by tour guide Gloria. She's helping us understand the history and the significance of the Terracotta Museum, one of a kind in the world. Gloria, this is pit number 2. Our Prime Minister was here this morning. Yeah. Why have only some parts of this pit been excavated and the others have been left as it is?
In 1974, they found the pit number 2, and when we found the pit, the pit likes the holes under the earth, so it had the roof like this.
Yeah. So that's the roof of the pit. And the army is buried under this. That's the way it was when it was discovered in 1974. We've also got some relics of different parts of Emperor Qin's terracotta army. I want to go across to the first relic and show that to our viewers. There are different people with different positions in the Emperor Qin army, and the size of the statue determines the standing of the particular soldier in the emperor's army. So, Gloria, this is a kneeling archer.
Yes, this one is kneeling archer. Yeah.
So it's a one-of-a-kind armored infantryman unearthed from the center of the archer formation. This is a very busy tourist area. There are about 2 lakh tourists who come here every single day. This is a middle-ranking officer in the emperor's army. What more can you tell us?
We can see this one is a maiden ranking officer, so he had a different hat. Yes.
So one of the ways of telling where a particular terracotta warrior stands in the army is by the hat.
Yes.
There's one more relic that's over here. This one is the relic of a high-ranking officer.
Yeah.
Yes, what can you tell us about it?
We call it the general, the high-ranking officer. This one is the biggest one and heaviest one in the pit we found.
He's the biggest and the heaviest in the pit.
Yeah.
So because he's a high-ranking officer, so he's bigger and bulkier and heavier.
Maybe.
That's the way the king decided it. So essentially, the king wanted that in his afterlife, he have a strong army to protect him, and that's the idea with which the entire mausoleum was created. Thank you very much, Gloria. Prime Minister Modi's visit here, opening up new vistas and an opportunity for people back home also to see the fascinating story of the terracotta warriors.
If anyone had any doubt about Modi's popularity in China, one only had to step out on the streets of Xi'an. The Prime Minister was treated like a rock star, with local Chinese people scrambling for his picture like starstruck fans.
चीन और भारत मिलकर के शांति और स्थिरता का संदेश मजबूती के साथ दें, ये समय की मांग
Prime Minister Modi also invoked the Buddha by visiting the famous Da Xinshan temple in Xi'an, and then met the Chinese president at the Wild Goose Pagoda, becoming the first leader to meet the Chinese president Xi Jinping outside Beijing. diplomacy. Combined with some hard talk, Narendra Modi's first day ended with what he himself called a spectacular cultural performance at Pot City Courtyard.
Centuries ago, ancient Chinese emperors used to pay tribute to gods for good harvest at the Temple of Heaven in Beijing. On Friday, it became a site for Tai Chi and diplomacy, where Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Chinese Premier Li Keqiang spent the afternoon watching students practice Tai Chi, a softened version of martial arts practiced for health benefits. The two leaders stood in awe as the students performed. Prime Minister Modi even advocated the benefits of yoga to the Chinese.
योग तन मन और बुद्धि तीनों को संतुलित रखने की कला है और आज जब विश्व मानसिक तनाव से गुजर रहा है तो उस समस्या से मुक्ति का मार्ग है योग.
The Prime Minister and the Chinese Premier are above at the Temple of Heaven. Very serene, very beautiful, one of Beijing's main landmarks. And the Prime Minister spoke about International Yoga Day on the 21st of June. And the Chinese Premier immediately said that he hopes that China will be supported by India in its quest for an International Tai Chi Day. He wants to build on that, and he is hoping that India will support him.
Tai Chi performance over, the Prime Ministers of the world's two biggest countries leaned on each other for a political power-packed selfie. Prime Minister Narendra Modi pulled out a smartphone, extended his arm and cozied up with the Chinese Premier for the shot and quickly tweeted the photo. The political power selfie got a like from Mark Zuckerberg on Facebook and even went viral on Weibo, registering close to 8,000 RTs in just 40 minutes. At the Kingdom of Heaven, Prime Minister Modi seemed to be on a selfie-clicking spree. happily obliging young Chinese students who swarmed around him.
Come on, come on. 多大？几岁了？8岁
Earlier in the day, the Prime Minister was at his charming best at Tsinghua University.
Niman Chued, Woshua Chungwan, Kaibu Kai, Kaima, about 33% of the world's population is either Indian or Chinese. Yet our people know very little of each other.
Students out here, they thought that it was very impressive of the Prime Minister to have begun his address, of course, in Chinese itself.
This is Beijing's famous Wa Fujing Street, or the weird food street. Weird because you get snakes, scorpions, starfish, everything that you can think of, from cockroaches to crabs to crocodiles to frogs. They're all available here and they make for quite a meal. Okay? Hi, what's your name?
दुनिया में हो दुनिया में युद्ध रे गुलाल गयो रे दुनिया में युद्ध रे गुलाल गयो रे मगे रे रो रे दुनिया में युद्ध रे गुलाल गयो रे मगे रे रो गयो रे मगे रे रो मांगे दान रो
Namaste.